Hello everyone, this is Monty's Courses, and today we are going to be doing activity 1.1.1, cybersecurity and the code of conduct. So I've decided that I'm actually going to do the activities. I'm going to do every single one, lab or not, just to show you guys everything that is included in this PLTW course so you understand and know what's going on. So if you come down here, you click on the 1.1.1 activity, right? If you come down here, there's this little unit 1 self-assessment. You're gonna click and open that, and it's gonna show you this tab right here. And so that's what we're gonna be using today. We are going to be filling this out so you can guys get an understanding of cybersecurity, and we are also going to be explaining all this stuff down here. I think this is the only thing we really need to review. Everything else is you can just read on your own, but this is I feel like this is the only one that you really need to pay attention to. So yeah, so we'll do the self-assessment course, or the little paper. You can watch this video if you want to. I'm not going to play it because I don't know if I get copyrighted for that or anything, so I don't want any legal issues, so I'm not going to play nothing. So what is cybersecurity and why do we need it? Well, first of all, cybersecurity is, well, cybersecurity. It's literally just as simple as the name. You're just protecting your little devices, your phones, your computer, your laptop, your servers, routers, switches, all that. You're just protecting it. That's pretty much all it is. And why do we need it? We don't want any hackers hacking into any of our devices and getting any of our files. No one needs it. No one wants it. So that's why we have cybersecurity, so you can protect against that. So what I'm going to write down is cyber secure. Oh, didn't mean to write that. Security is. I'll put that, and I'm gonna type the way we protect our systems, or rather devices, from any harm. Yeah, harm. We'll just leave it there because it could be harm or like people stealing your stuff. And why do we need it? So hackers cannot just steal anything or damage our devices. So yeah, that's like the general idea of cybersecurity. Now, to the next one. Who does cybersecurity affect? It affects everyone, right? So we're just gonna put everyone. Why? Because everyone needs a little bit of cybersecurity, whether that's the password on your phone, for instance, right? That's a little bit of cybersecurity. It's not advanced, but it's a password, and that's still securing your iPhone, right? So everyone needs cybersecurity in their life. Even just a small amount of it goes a long way. Also, if you really want to get into it, big businesses, right? These guys really need it, right? Really need cyber security. So cybersecurity really affects the big businesses because these are the guys that everyone is trying to hack, right? So let's say you work for a bank, right? you are gonna have to have the top level of security on that, or else somebody's gonna hack in there and steal somebody's money, and it is not gonna be a happy day. So you do not want that to happen. This is why big businesses really need it, because everyone's just trying to hack and steal their money. No one wants that to happen, or not even just money. Sometimes just their files. People just want to, see what they're doing, and I'm pretty sure it's all illegal. So you don't want that to happen, right? So, what are some careers that relate to cybersecurity? Well, if you take this, copy, paste it, go to Google, and you can see just some of the jobs that you can see here. So there's cybersecurity analysis, right? They make a decent amount of money, right? It's a lot. This one's a really, really big one, though. I mean, you gotta be a manager, so maybe a few years working like a normal one, right? Like this guy, maybe a few years, and then, oh, now you're a manager, yay, right? But yeah, there's a lot of different jobs. You guys can click on this website if you really want to. I'm just gonna leave that for now. And you guys, if you really want to, you can type it in here. I'm not gonna type it. I'm just gonna go to the next one because you already saw it. And so, what is spam email? Well, spam email is basically just like, have you ever like checked your email and just realized that there's like a crap ton of spam, or is that just me? I don't know. But so basically, when you check your email and you see all these webs or emails about like, yo, if you do this like survey, you'll get a free gift card, dude. Spin the wheel, get a free gift card of $500 to Walmart. I don't know, something like that. That is all spam, and we do not like that. So that is basically spam email. I'm gonna type spam email is emails that are sent to you from bots and usually get you to try and do something like win a gift card that is fake. So something like that. That's a general idea of what spam email is. Now phishing is a little more complicated. So phishing, that's like, let's say you got an email, right? You got a message from your bank, right? Saying that $500 is taken out of your account. And let's just say that email was fake. That is phishing, right? When someone pretends to be a company messaging you, like someone pretends to be your bank saying that you got $500 out of your account. So what they're praying is that you click on the link in the email and type in all your bank account information, and you just gave them all that to them, and just to realize that $500 was never taken out of your bank account. It was all false. It was just them trying to get your account details, and now you're kind of screwed. But luckily, that's not going to happen once you know a little bit of cybersecurity. I'm pretty sure we'll learn more about that a little later. So phishing is someone who pretends to be a big company, big or trusted company, emailing you that something went wrong, and they usually need something like your credentials. I forget how to spell that. Pretty sure it's how you spell it, but doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying. So, social engineering. This is a little more complicated. So social engineering is when someone So they try to like talk to you, right? Like let's say you have this business partner, right? And you're like, "Oh yeah, he's such a great guy or whatever," right? But the whole time he's just trying to get access to all your stuff. He's just trying to build that trust with you, right? But, you know, you don't want that to happen. So that's more of like uh so basically just don't give out your password. That's what it's saying. You don't show no one your personal stuff, because if you let someone that is untrusted get into your computer, that can cause a lot of damage. All they gotta do is put in a little like flash drive stick, whatever, in your computer, right? Boom, everything gone. Or not even everything gone. It'll seem like nothing happened, but there's really something going on, because it's we're gonna get into that next. It's like malware, but basically, yeah, just don't trust everyone. You got to be careful who you have around your computer and all that, especially if you have really important data and whoever you're with knows you have really important data. You got to make sure that. So, social engineering, when someone uses your trust against you, pretty much. Spelled against wrong. Great. And so malware. Malware is pretty much, well, it's a software that is designed to like hurt your computer or spy on it. There's a bunch of different types of malware. I guess like the most common one would be like a virus. Pretty sure that's considered malware. So basically, like you click on something, you download it, right? It seems like a normal app, but like it actually is malware and it is hurting your system secretly, and you have no idea. Either it is hurting it or it is stealing your files without you knowing. So this one you can't really be too sure on, but there's a lot of ways to prevent this, and we'll get into that in just a bit. So malware is software designed to damage or spy on your computer. Now, how can you ensure that your browsing experience is secure? Include web browser security features as well as yep. So to make sure that your browsing is secure is always see up here, HTTPS. That means you are secure and no one can really like look at your like files, I guess, of like me being on here. I mean, they can still see me, but like not what I'm typing specifically, right? So see this little lock? That means we're good because HTTPS is enabled. However, if you go on a site and it just says HTTP and there is no S there, if you're using Google, it will warn you about this actually. It'll have this little lock, it'll be unlocked and it'll be red, and it'll be like, please click off this site now. I don't know if you really want to trust it, right? So always stay on any site that has HTTPS. If you go on a normal site with the HTTP, you might want to get off of that, even if it's like, you know, your trusted bank or whatever, right? Like it could be someone that just gave you a link and now they're trying to see your, that's how they see your bank details, because they don't put on HTTPS and they're just hoping that you don't see the little red thing up here, and so they can steal your credit card details and stuff like that, right? You don't want that to happen, so you just got to be smart, not stupid. So yeah, that's the big one. Another one you can really do, there's like browser extensions. I don't really have any of them on my system because I trust myself not to download any malware. I should, but a lot of them cost money and I don't really got money for that, and there's nothing really I got to protect on this, but maybe later down the road I will. But if you go to like the Google web store or whatever, there'll be a bunch of anti-virus virus stuff and all that stuff. And like, there'll be like ad blockers, stuff like that, so you don't download some stupid stuff. You ever see them ads saying like re-download if you click it right now? It's trying to get you to click it so you can download a virus, thinking you just downloaded the file that you were trying to download originally, but one misclick and you're screwed. So you gotta really pay attention when you're on sites with ads like that. So how to ensure it: make sure you are using HTTPS and not HTTP, and use antivirus or ad blockers to prevent any virus downloads. Right, so that's what we have. Now, what are the main components in a network? So there's a few, right? So you got your PC, laptop, phone, and then we got some more stuff like servers, we got routers and switches. I don't really know if you guys know everything in this, but I feel like you should know at least some of it, especially the first three. You should definitely know that. But yeah, all this stuff, those are like your main components. Servers, I mean, how am I on this website right now? That's because of a server. And why am I on this website? Because of a router. And then switches, you don't, I mean, some, like if you're in a business, you're definitely going to see these, but if you're at like your house, you probably won't really have a switch. You'll probably just have a router, unless you're like really advanced and you're like, oh, I want to switch in my house, you know, let me put this in here, I look cool, right? But yeah, for you guys, probably just have a router in your house. But yeah, these are pretty much the key components of any network. Every business network is probably made of at least like these four, or actually no, probably all of them. I'm not even gonna, yeah, probably all of them. If they don't have all of these, then I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what kind of, you know, business they're trying to run. It's not gonna work that way. All right, so last one: how do you keep your computer safe from malicious content, such as files and harmful processes? Well, there's a lot of ways you can do that. First of all is don't be dumb. Why do I say this? Because people are dumb and download dumb things, right? Because I mean, that's how most viruses actually enter businesses, because someone was being stupid that day and opened their email and clicked on the spam link and downloaded a virus, and then boom, the whole company is like crumbling because of that stupid employee that clicked on that link, right? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Just don't be dumb. Just be smart. Please be smart, right? So that's rule number 1. Number 2, we got antivirus and anti-malware. Now these are like your McAfee. I think there's another one called I think it's literally just called antivirus. I don't know a ton of them, but these antivirus and anti-malware software, this is what's going to help you not, you know, download that. If you do download any of it, it'll pick it up pretty much straight away. I don't think there's many viruses or malware to go undetected by these softwares. That's pretty easy for them to, you know, check, but there's always that one that gets unnoticed. But yeah, if you download that, you'll pretty much be good. And then another one is, okay, so for number 3, we got update your operating system. Now that update that you've been putting off for like a month, do it now before it's too late, because I remember this one time in Windows 10 there was an update. If you didn't download it, your system was most likely going to get hacked because they found a vulnerability and they were taking advantage of that. And thankfully Microsoft fixed that pretty much like right away. So that's why you always update your operating system, because Microsoft is always trying to prevent all that stuff from happening, and they're pretty good at it. I haven't really had any problems with my computer. I mean, it's already got like anti-malware and antivirus on its own. You don't really need the McCaffrey stuff, but the McCaffrey stuff is better for that. And adding on to the McCaffrey stuff and the antivirus, or whatever you want to call it, always perform scans on the regular, right? So you always want to scan your system. You just want to make sure that nothing slipped by while downloading that link that you did earlier today on Google, right? You always want to make sure that it is safe, and it'll get past. So most of them will probably get past the downloading stage, right? Because you'll probably click bypass and not worry about it, and then like, oh, you got a virus. So it'll scan for that, and it'll detect it, and it'll tell you. So always perform scans on the regular. And I have one more for you guys, and that is number 5. And so for number 5, we got learn about all the different types of attacks. So later on in this PLTW course, right, we're going to learn about a bunch of attacks. There's going to be a lot of them, quite a bit. I don't know about a lot, but so basically, yeah, we're going to be learning about the attacks. You always want to learn about them because you want to see how they're done and how you can prevent them from ever happening to you. And you have to do that by understanding how they work. And then you're like, oh, so if that's how they work, then I can just do this to, fight that off, right? And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. There's one more thing I want to show you guys. It is the cybersecurity life cycle. So the cybersecurity life cycle, right, is literally just this little wheel here, right? So this is what you're going to live and die by in this security world, or the cybersecurity world. You're just going to be doing this all day. Every problem you find, all day. That's all you're going to do, right? So it doesn't even matter where you start. Wherever you start is where you're going to wind up going. So let's say you start with identify. So the first thing you're going to want to do is identify what your assets are on the computer or server or wherever it is. And then you're going to want to protect them, protect the assets as it says. And then you want to detect incidents, detecting incidents as in like attacks happening on your system. And if that happens, you got to respond with a plan, and you got to, make a plan to get the virus out of your computer. You don't want to just jump into it and just delete it, because sometimes it makes it worse. And then recovers. This is basically making your system go back to normal, and then recovering all the missing files that were maybe deleted, or maybe a computer part that was damaged or something like that. So, and then this all leads back to identifies, and then just goes in a circle. This is your whole life, right? All cybersecurity just explained in one wheel. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. There's a lot of stuff that you can read on if you would like to learn extra stuff, but we pretty much learned everything we're gonna need to today right now. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll see you guys in the next video, which is gonna be 1.1.2 right here. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.